Hi, so today we're going to talk about side swing wall ovens versus drop door wall ovens versus French door wall ovens and why you might want one over the other. Uh, a really big advantage of the French door side swing would be for maybe some of my vertically challenged customers. I'm 6'5", I've never had to worry about it. If you open this up, one of the big advantages here is going to be the ability to step in closer to your oven, so versus having to reach over a 27-inch door to reach these kind of heavier pieces that could be in here. So from here, if you had, say, a roasting pan with a 10-pound roast or whatever in here, I can reach right here, grab it, and I'm close to my body weight versus reaching over a 350-degree oven door where I might potentially burn myself. So that would be one of the big advantages to this. Obviously, things to keep in mind, you have to be concerned with the fact that now you have an oven door here. It swings out to this full 120-degree angle, so it's really not that bad. But as a guy who came out of the commercial cooking, I have scars all over my elbows from doors like this just in a commercial setting. So that would be the advantage of a side swing versus a drop door. Next, we're going to take a look at French door ovens. Up next is the French door oven. So French doors are very trendy. There's a few brands you can get these through right now. We're looking at a cafe. So the same idea as the side swing where you have the ability to be closer to this top oven. You're still going to have the drop door on the bottom, but this is a much easier place to access, even with the door being out. Here, something to keep in mind, and I found this through trial and error with different designers. You do have to be cautious of your door or your walls here. You don't want to put this into a corner where you're going to have a wall, because then obviously you can't open this out all the way. So that's something to keep in mind. And then here we can be in close. You still have to be careful of your elbows and everything here, but it's very unlikely you're going to hit anything. So here's more of a traditional wall oven. This is going to be what we would call a drop door oven. So one of the disadvantages to this is now I have this 29-inch door here that I have to reach over to access everything. And even me being a little on the taller side, you can see this kind of puts me in an awkward position. If I was 5'5", 5'4", this would be a very challenging way to get things out of here. Now, something they've come out with to help with that is these telescopic racks. So if you are going with a brand that only offers these drop door pieces, this makes all the difference in the world to be able to access something from here. Now, the other really popular combination for ovens today is to do a wall oven with some sort of steam oven or a microwave over the top of it. These tend to be shorter oven doors. So if you get something like this, let's pretend this was a steam. This is actually just a microwave. Your door's only about 16 inches deep on these, so this is much easier to access. And the other thing with this too is we have these installed fairly high. If this is a concern, you may have them installed lower, closer to the ground, but that's going to make this much easier to access. Bottom oven, once again, like we were talking about on the other double ovens, you have the drop door here. But with telescopic racks, it makes this much easier to access from here. But even if you had a model that didn't offer that, this is much more manageable. One thing to keep in mind when you're shopping for an oven, or something you want to keep in consideration, is going to be the door orientation and what works for you based upon your height and comfort levels. There's only a handful of brands that are going to offer side swing doors, and then even fewer that are going to offer the French door wall oven. So maybe if you're looking at a brand like Wolf or something that doesn't offer side swings currently, look for something that has like a telescopic glide rack that makes it a little easier to access.